Hi, I'm Katia and welcome to my music-based Q&A. I recently posted on my Instagram story to ask people if they had any questions that they wanted to ask me relating to music. I've written them down on my phone and now I'm going to answer them. What is your songwriting process? To be honest, most of my poems, their original form is poems? Yeah, I even said poems. My songs start off as poems, then I gradually add everything to them. But then sometimes I do hear particular sounds and I think, oh, I want to write a song literally based from that sound. So yeah, it depends. I think that it's nice because I'm always getting inspiration from pretty much anything. Even something as mundane as like a trip to the supermarket, something interesting might happen, or I might just have a thought as I'm like looking out the window in the car, and like that one word then is the beginning of a song. Who inspires your music? Without sounding like a narcissist, I'm gonna say myself, at least I hope that I inspire my music, because I just feel like if you are successful and people look up to you and idolize you, you want that to be organic. You don't want the whole thing to be fake, like you've been pretending to be someone else and everyone loves that person that you've like created. I want it to be people like me and like my music for me. But having said that, there are some artists that I listen to and get inspiration from and want to be like in certain ways. For example, Lana Del Rey, I really like her aesthetic. I think that her lyrics and the way she sings, the way her songs are produced is very unique, and I hope that my music is unique as well. I also like Halsey because she's just very multifaceted. I like how each of her albums is kind of like a whole different world. Manic is bipolar states, whereas Badlands is completely different to that, which is completely different to Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, and they all tell a story. It adds that extra thing to the music. I also really like the Catfish and the Bottom, particularly live. They're really good and I enjoy the more rocky sound that they have. Also Nirvana, I love Nirvana. Favorite instrument and why? My favorite instrument to play is definitely drums. I think it helps that that was the first thing that I learned, so I feel most comfortable and at home behind a drum kit. It comes most naturally to me. I like the way it flows and how there's kind of no rules attached. You can pretty much drum a beat and that's it. It's not like you have to do it in a specific way. Anything that has no rules I like. But then in addition to that, my favorite instrument to hear is definitely guitars. I just love the sound of them, the look, the people that can play them really well I look up to because I can't. Hopefully I'll be like that one day. I only just recently started learning, so I've got a very long way to go, but big up guitars and drums. Best concert you ever went to? I think I already said Catfish at the Bottom, but I did really enjoy their most recent tour that I went to. I felt like every song was my favourite song. I didn't realise that until I was there, but one song started and I thought, yeah, this is it. This is the best one. And then it ended and then the next song began and I thought, hang on a minute, no, this one is. And it was really funny because I was with my mum and I kept saying to her like, oh, this is my favourite one. And then it kept happening and she was like, huh? Yeah, the vibe there was really good, the people, and live it's just so loud. The Manic tour was very good. Halsey. The visuals, it was just really nice, and I like it when she talks in between the songs, explains a bit more about them and like interacts. Hopefully I can go see her again soon. Best festival? I actually really like All Points East Festival. I went with my friend a few years ago. The lineup was just very up my street. I liked, obviously this is what festivals are, but it particularly stood out to me in this one how good all the different aspects of it were. So the food, the drinks, the fashion. You could like buy clothes there, get your hair done, glitter, braided. I think it was just really well thought through and I appreciate that. And the food wasn't like gross like van food. It was like really nice and there were so many options. I remember I couldn't choose. Like, usually I'm like, yeah, I want Thai food or whatever, but there were so many options I was having trouble deciding because I thought, oh, I only need one meal and a snack and a drink, and that was like I wanted to get more. So yeah, that was really fun. I did enjoy Leeds Festival as well. I've only been once, but I was really sad because the two main artists that I went to see I actually didn't end up seeing because it was so hot and it took us way longer to get there than expected. We couldn't find the entrance and like like no one knew how to get in, and it was just a whole palaver. It was on like the hottest day of the year as well, so we were like fighting for shade, and they ran out of water, and it was really stressful. And by the time I was there, I remember watching Billie Eilish and kind of in this like sunstroke daze, I would describe it as. Like she was there, but I was kind of only half sure she was there, and I was half like completely out of it. It was bizarre, but I still had a really good time. So yeah. Favorite album ever? Whoa. First one that comes to mind is Wiped Out by The Neighbourhood. I haven't mentioned them yet, but they are a massive influence to me. I think that has to be my favourite album of theirs. Daddy Issues is probably one of my favourite songs ever. I like the album artwork for that as well. I could just play it over and over and never get bored of it, which I think is a good sign. And it came out at a time when I don't think I'd been to California yet, and I was just obsessed with it so much, and all the songs on there really have a like California vibe to it, which is probably why I liked it so much. How has your music taste changed? It definitely has changed. I wouldn't like to say that it's got better or worse. I think it's just broadened. So when I was younger, I really loved the Jonas Brothers. I know all the words to all of their albums. My favourite album of theirs is Lines, Vines and Trying Times. I love Selena Gomez and the Scene, Demi Lovato, Justin Bieber. They were my kind of OGs, and I like the Vamps, 5 Seconds of Summer, and then maybe after that I moved on to quite a weird jump, but like from that to like Bring Me the Horizon type stuff. Whereas now at the moment I'm really liking loads of people really, but I think it's definitely gotten a lot more rock influenced, heavier and less pop, I would say. Don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but yeah. I like to think that I've explored all areas. And it depends what mood I'm in. Like sometimes I want to listen to Drake, sometimes I want to listen to Justin Bieber, sometimes I want to listen to Foo Fighters, you know? It depends on the mood and the day. I think really if I had to pick like one genre, I would pick rock. What is your EP based on? I mean, Bombshell and Bring Out an EP, but you'll have to wait and see what it's based on. And make sure that you're following me on all the social media platforms. I'll put them below. That's the last questions to end. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again soon, hopefully. Bye!